When you travel through some countries in Europe, you might be surprised by whether traffic flows on the right or the left side of the road. You might even be surprised by whether the steering wheel is on the right or the left side of the car. When you visit places like the United Kingdom, Australia, Japan, Ireland, or South Africa, you'll notice that traffic is different from what we're used to. Archaeological evidence suggests that the ancient Romans drove their chariots, that is, their war chariots, on the left side. The reason? They held their swords in their right hands. So, since they generally used their right hands, they would fight while also driving their horses from the left side. Because of this military reason, until the 1700s, horse-drawn carriages and horse traffic were so light that it didn't really matter whether you traveled on the left or the right. When they encountered each other on the road, they would simply give way to one another. But as the years passed from 1773 to 1835, the British government made left-side traffic and right-hand steering mandatory. In our country in 30, the steering wheel is on the left. France, on the other hand, was the exact opposite. France naturally did the opposite in Europe, similar to what is done in Turkey. As these two countries colonized new lands, for example, England brought left-side traffic to every country it went to: Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India. But in America, things were a bit different. In the United States, traffic started on the right side. This also began in the 18th century with large horse-drawn carriages. At first, the large freight wagons pulled by 2 or 4 horses were not driven by someone sitting on the wagon, but by a person riding one of the rear horses, usually the left rear horse, because the driver would gather all the reins, controlling the 4 horses in front in their right hand. Their reins, I mean. As cars became more popular, drivers shifted right to the center on top of the freight wagon and sat exactly in the middle. Of course, when the Model T came out, the steering wheel moved to the left so that the driver would be positioned to drive on the right side of the road. In Turkey as well, the person responsible for this change was actually Henry Ford. Many countries around the world had great difficulty in making this transition. In the 1920s, Canada abandoned driving on the left side of the road to make cross-border traffic with the United States easier. By the way, in 1967, the Swedish government spent $120 million to prepare its citizens to drive on the right side of the road. As you can see, the history of whether you drive on the right or left side of the road is this fascinating.